This example shows the use of a set coil. So first off, I'm going to drop in a normal coil. And then if I double click it, I can choose S for set. And it's shown as a coil with an S in it. Let's give it a value of B2. And let's go online. So if I set B1 to true now, the coil operates exactly the same way as we'd expect a standard coil to operate. The preceding logic is true, therefore the coil and its associated variable value is true. But if I turn B1 off, notice that the set coil is still true. And that's because that's what a set coil does. It cannot be reset unless a reset coil is used. So let's go ahead and add a reset coil in. And again, all I do is bring a coil down, double click, and choose R for reset. And I need to use the same variable. So I will copy the variable and paste it in. And again, let's have a look at how this works online. So right now we have B2 set to true. And notice that the reset coil is showing true. We need to remember that the coil is showing the state of the variable, not that it's being actioned right now. So the preceding logic is false, therefore the reset is not taking any effect. However, it's still going to show green because the value on B2 is true. So let's set B3 to true. And we can see that the B2 up here has gone false, and so has the B2 down here because the reset is in effect. Now, reset coils, they always look a bit funny because they're in the opposite states to what the preceding logic is in. It's quite easy to look at this, especially as a beginner, and think it's not doing what it's supposed to do. But it is doing what it's supposed to do. Every single scan that is happening right now, we are setting B2 to false. And we can see that if we change it to true here, we end up in a strange state of B2 shows true on this network, but it shows false on this network down here. And if we were to add a third network in, where B2 sets B4, we can see that even though B2 is set to true here, it's not true by the time we get down to here. And that's because it's being reset in the middle on network 2. If I turn B3 off, we can see that B2 is on again. And also, if I turn B1 off, because of the set condition, B2 is still on, and therefore B4 is turned on. If I set B3 now, then B4 is turned off because we lose B2. And if I turn B3 off, nothing happens because it was originally set to false by the time I turned B3 off anyway. So hopefully that gives an appreciation of set and reset.